Section 7.2, temporary flight restrictions, TFRs, they call them. Here's some language from the FAA, what the purposes of the TFRs are, and it's to protect persons and property, provide a safe environment, all kind of vanilla stuff here. So they're just worried about events, right? So this will make more sense. So what in reality, what is it, right? So on certain occasions, for a reason, the FAA will halt flights in a certain area. They'll publish this in advance and say, okay, at this time, this airspace is going to be closed. And they'll mark it on your airspace map so you can check SkyVector and look for those. There is almost always a time window. I mean, there could be a long time window, but there's a time window, so it tells you when. I'll show you an example of this in a second. So, for example, if there is a game at a stadium, they'll say, okay, from 2 p.m. to 11 p.m., the game's going on. We don't want anyone flying around the stadium. So when that's going on, you can't fly there, right? So that's it, right? So just don't fly there. I mean, a lot of this stuff you shouldn't be flying your drone around a stadium anyways, but, over people and, risky stuff. But anyways, for large events, the TFR will be set up. Other examples might be the president or the vice president is traveling. I know that vice president came to Boston years ago, and the airport was like all the flights got shut down. Well, not even Air Force One. I don't know if it's Air Force Two. I don't know where the vice president's plane. It was Biden at the time. Everything else got stopped. All the other planes stopped taking off. He comes in and lands, and then everything resumes. So can be something like that. Sporting events or concerts at large stadiums. If there's a Red Sox game or a Mets game or whatever, any professional Patriots, I don't know, whatever, any large stadium concert events, Taylor Swift, who knows, or if it's something like a humanitarian disaster, right? Wildfire is raging, and they don't want drones up around because helicopters need to be up doing their thing and rescuing people and doing fire suppression and things like that. So if that's going on, or there's a flood and they're trying to find people, right? They don't want people with their drones taking pictures of the flood, right? So either something bad is happening, or something bad has happened and they need the helicopters to get in there. They don't want drones around, so they'll put up a TFR and say no one else is flying in here unless you're part of this operation. Or natural disasters like volcano eruptions in Hawaii. If they're erupting, they don't want people flying their drones and getting too close and again interrupting things that are going on. So it's just it's up to the FAA. They make the decision, they put it on the map, and don't fly there. This is what it looks like. You can look on SkyVector as well, right? So go to SkyVector. This is a TFR for a Mets baseball game, Padres versus Mets. That's a couple years old here. But, so it's saying in this area, from the surface to 3,000 feet above ground level, no one can fly in here. All right? So, that you shouldn't be flying around stadiums anyways. But if you are caught flying there, you are in trouble with the FAA, like for real, for certain. Like you will, there are people watching. Obviously, it's a stadium, right? So it gives you the date, it gives you the time in Zulu time, which is Greenwich England time, which is a standard time that the whole world uses, and the date and the time, this time window, and we'll say it's a 6-hour window where you're not allowed to fly your drone, so they can. Before and after the game, and you're done. So that's it. So know what it is, know how to read this. You may be given this, information and asked, can you fly there or whatever it might be. Pretty straightforward. All right, up next, airport traffic or traffic at airports. Airport traffic patterns, I think I messed that up. But anyways, 7.3 is next.